Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. My name is Emiliano, and today we're going to be talking about why people love Goosebumps. Um, I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's probably going to take me a while for me to upload it. For all you Goosebumps fans, this is a treat for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Sit back and relax because, yeah. So hope you enjoy. So, for those of you who don't know what Goosebumps is, it's a book series that started in 1992 and has continued to be written by R.L. Stein. He first started to work on some comedy books, but then, started to progress into the horror genre with the Fear Street books. The series was very popular, so it spawned a TV series and soon two movies and hopefully a new TV series. The books were quite popular. In fact, besides the TV series, the books spawned several like not franchises but series, such as Series 2000, the Horrorland books, Most Wanted, and now currently the Slappy World books. If I had to choose from the Slappy World books, which one is probably the best? I would choose Slappy Birthday to You. For all of you new Goosebumps fans, I do recommend you to check that one out. It was really good. So, what do I like about Goosebumps? Well, there are many things that I like about Goosebumps, but right now I'm going to say that the thing I probably like about most of Goosebumps is how creative it is. Arlstein was able to create um, like images in your head and characters that you want to keep reading over and over again, and characters in very interesting situations and very frightening situations, depending how young you were when you started to read the books. Take the character of Slappy, for instance. He has become the icon of Goosebumps besides Curly the Skeleton, if you know Curly the Skeleton. And Slappy has become the most popular Goosebumps character because he's the most entertaining to watch. From his debut in Night of the Living Dummy, fans of the series have always been intrigued of what he'll do next in further installments of the series. Another thing I really like about Goosebumps is the covers. The covers are amazing. I think the artists who made them did a fantastic job. When you read the Goosebumps books, you imagine the covers while you read them. You imagine what you see in the cover is what you picture in your head, and gives you such a nice imagination of like if you're playing a movie inside your head. Like all books are like that, but with Goosebumps, with the art cover, it really is like you imagining that character in the book, and I thought that was cool. Even if you have never really enjoyed reading, Goosebumps books always have brought the attention to me since I was little. I used to always see the covers and think, wow, that looks like a very interesting book. And I'm not a bookworm myself. I mean, when I was young, but I always enjoyed just seeing them. It's just something so interesting about it that draws you in. And even if you're not a book person, you're just interested and want to know what happens in the book. As well, Arlstein also has created such iconic places such as Horland, which he developed into a series around the area of 2006, if I am not incorrect. The series had many books, I believe 18 or so, or more or less, and was a return to Goosebumps after many years of not really making a Goosebumps books after the series had died in the late 90s. Ever since Goosebumps has originated since 1992, there has been many fans of the series. People have grew up through the times of Goosebumps since the 90s all the way to the 2000s. When the two movies came out, it brought a whole new generation of Goosebumps fans, which the first generation, the ones who experienced it firsthand when they were starting to come out, could show their young ones or friends and family what is Goosebumps. For me, I discovered Goosebumps when I first read The Blob That Ate Everybody, which was my first ever Goosebumps books. Besides The Werewolf of Fever Swan, which was the actual first one. And after seeing the movie, I became intrigued with the series. I started to read more of the books, I started to get into books in general, and I started to collect my own, books, because I wanted to start a channel of Goosebumps, which I am now. I think the reason that people love Goosebumps is just simply how iconic it is. For people who grew up in the '90s, and people, so those same people nowadays, they feel a sort of nostalgia for the series because how much it has progressed. People who start to discover them in the early '90s have grew up with the series, either from Series 2000, Horrorland, Most Wanted, or now the most recent Slappy World series that has come out. There's something seamlessly like magical about the series. It's not just nostalgia because when I discovered Goosebumps, I wasn't born in the '90s. I wasn't born around that era. I was born, in the mid 2000s. And now that I am able to experience it full hand, I feel this kind of strange nostalgia for an era that I did not live in, sadly. And series is great when they can bring the nostalgia from that age to younger audiences. With new movies and new books coming out, people from the '90s generation, or from the generation of which Goosebumps started, can now show like either their sons or daughters or uncles or cousins or whatever. They can show them like what they loved during the '90s. They can show them, they can pass on their nostalgia for Goosebumps to their next generation, and I think that's magical that Goosebumps can. We might never know why people started to love Goosebumps. Is it the covers? Is it the stories? Is it the characters that live directly off the pages into our imaginations, scaring us, giving us nightmares? Um, Maybe. I think that is the reason, and I think the reason that people still love them is that people who grew up back then pass it on to the next generation for them to know and for them to become Goosebumps fans, just like me. So, just to end on a little side note, if you are a person who grew up in the '90s with Goosebumps, or you're currently a Goosebumps fan just like me, who just recently discovered them, pass it on to somebody else, or share with somebody that, your best friend, your family, your mother, your father, your son, your daughter, anyone, just show it to anybody because what you like, you can share with them also and create a magical and nostalgic time for them as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is probably going to take a long time for me to upload. For any of you guys who just recently discovered Goosebumps, keep going with it. Keep loving it. Keep collecting it. Keep on with your passion because you guys are the future. You guys are awesome, and I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, and most of all, peace out. This is Goosebumps in Milano.